Hello, this is a public service announcement. Yes, deaf people do go to Taylor Swift shows and enjoy them more at 11. If you don't know who Taylor Swift is, I imagine you've been living under a very large rock. I don't really have an opinion on Taylor Swift's music. I've listened to 2 songs and liked them okay. Other than that, I've just never really had the desire to listen to her. So I have no actual opinion of her music and stuff to give you. What I will say is, I have an opinion about how people are acting during this tour. Yeah, so Taylor Swift is on tour. It's been a very long awaited tour. I'm guessing, judging by everyone's reactions on Twitter for like the last year and all the videos and stuff I've seen. Listen, I'm happy for y'all because as an Epic High fan, I never thought they'd come to North America, and I never thought I'd get to see every single North American show. Well, their official tour anyway. So I understand. So now, of course, there's a lot of deaf Taylor Swift fans out there. Some of them I know personally. Well, on the internet anyways, but you know. And a few of them have gotten tickets to shows. One of them has gotten tickets to multiple shows. And this person has been posting videos, as one would when they go to a show. The tweets and stuff that I see from people. One of the videos was of my friend who was actually interpreting the show. My new friend who was actually interpreting a friend of mine's show for me. That's how we actually met. And then I saw her in the video that was posted, and I was like, hey, I know that woman. I know that interpreter. That's so cool. And thankfully, I haven't seen a whole lot of comments being mean to my interpreter friend, because my interpreter friend had some worries about that. Rightfully so, because people in this fandom can be something else. Some people in this fandom can be something else. And of course, while there were lots and lots of very, nice comments, being very happy that accessibility has been on the show, that deaf Taylor Swift fans get to have access, and all this stuff, there have been some comments just, it's the typical stuff that you get to see when people don't think anybody should have anything nice. Some commentary not on the interpreters themselves as people, at least from what I've seen, but just commentary about interpreters in general being there. People get upset about open captions being on movies. People will get upset about interpreters being in the way. Anytime interpreters go viral, there are like one of 2 things that happen, right? One, people going completely nuts and being like, oh my god, this is so cool, and the amount of times that us deaf people would get DMs. The other thing is people being so mind-boggled. Like when Coldplay had announced that they were going to have accommodations and stuff at their shows on a regular basis. People just being like, they're deaf, who is listening to music? They're deaf, why would they even be at these things? There was this tweet from this morning from a troll account, a very obvious troll account. She says she's deaf in her bio, yet paid to go to 4 Eras tour shows. Please, are you mad that they were able to afford 4 tickets? I can't see why else you would be so upset. So I guess this is like the annual reminder of, yes, deaf people go to concerts. Not every one of us, not all deaf people enjoy or listen to music, of course. Lots of other deaf people listen to music and enjoy music. Some of us don't go to shows. Some of us, including myself, do go to shows. And now you will find that more and more shows are becoming accessible. All but one, my friend's show, has not been accessible with interpreters. To be fair, I've never really requested it. Maybe I will in the future because I want to see what happens. For my friend's show, I requested it. He also kind of offered it. He also paid for it out of his own pocket. And that was a nice touch. But also, if one does not request an interpreter or doesn't know sign language, so there's no need for them to have an interpreter there, right? Hearing aids exist. Cochlear implants exist. Residual hearing exists. So, those incredibly loud speakers will give you enough to listen to, depending on how much residual hearing that you have. One recent show I went to, I actually did take my hearing aids out after a while, and the sound was plenty. And of course, the music is so loud that the vibrations are so strong. So if the bass is very heavy, the vibrations are very heavy, deaf people will be able to feel the beats and be able to enjoy it that way as well. But also, shows can be very, very visual. Now, I've seen some Taylor Swift show videos. It's very visual. It looks beautiful. If you went to a K-pop show or an Epic High show, those are also very visual. Epic High is not an idol group. They're not a dancing group, but the visuals are great. They're all hyped up and jumping around. Tableau is amazing. But the dancing idol groups, that's visual to enjoy. The pop punk shows that I go to, everybody is all hyped up, jazzed up, and I get that feeling coming to me, and then I'm also jazzed up. I am not, however, in a mosh pit. No, thank you. Deaf musicians exist. So not only do we have deaf people who do enjoy and listen to music and go to shows, we have people who make music. I've done videos on this in the past. Sean Forbes, Mandy Harvey, Sidemark, Wawa. These deaf people are making music and having their own performances as well. And of course, deaf ASL performers who are performing the songs at music festivals. The 2023 Super Bowl is your most recent biggest one that I'm sure you could think of when I mention that. My friends Raven and Matt Maxey, and more than those two, have done ASL performances of songs at concerts for big artists, like big artists that you know. So no, deaf people are not living under a rock when it comes to music. There's no shame if you're someone who doesn't realize that, hey, technology has come away and that there are various ways to enjoy something. That's not who we're knocking here. But those that come in with malicious intent and obviously saying something rude and acting like it's just so mind-boggling in a way that it just isn't a nice way to say, stop. Anywho, yeah, that is your annual reminder that music is a very well-loved space in the deaf community and is becoming more and more of a well-loved space every single day. So the next time you see an ASL cover on TikTok or Instagram, make sure it's done by a deaf performer and share those. The ASL deaf performers deserve those numbers. So with that all being said and done, let me know what or who's you're listening to lately. Artists in general, new albums, the new Boys Like Girls Blood and Sugar song. Boys Like Girls was a favorite when I was young, like tiny young. So that new song was really damn good. And speaking of supporting deaf performers and the like, if you would like to support the work that I do have a Patreon page, which I will have linked over here and down below. For as low as $1 a month, you get exclusive content for lots of things, but obviously the higher the monthly pledge that you make, the more stuff that you get. If you don't want to go to Patreon, if you want to do more of a one-time tip deal, there's a super chat down below right here. Always much appreciated. If you have not yet, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you later.